Okay, so I liked the last video, which was about what to do when you don't know what to draw, and I drew this awesome doorknob, and so now I said I would make maybe 3 of these. So here's the second one, and the second one is don't draw your surroundings, you're going to design your surroundings. So anyway, let's take, again, that same old boring ass doorknob, except this time, maybe what I'll do is I'm going to make this into a super smart, awesome knob because it is a knob from the future. And so let's see, what do we do to make this into a future knob? I have an idea. How about this? Let's figure out a list of things. Let's make it so that there is a light, like an LED. And maybe it has like a solar panel to charge the battery. Because every time it's night, because I always work at night. I just work better at night when there's fewer distractions. And a lot of times in my house, you know, I like to keep most of the lights off except for the ones in my studio. So a lot of times I'm navigating my house in the dark, and if there's power failures and stuff, you know, hey, this might be a really good idea. So it's a safety smart knob. What else can we put on this thing? Okay, well, let's start with that. So where will we put the solar panels, right? So now the thing is, like, yes, you're drawing a doorknob, but you've got to figure out where's a good place to put the solar panels. How will you construct this? So maybe what I'll do is, maybe we'll have something like a curved solar panel or an array of them, and I'll put them all around like that. And then maybe I'll have the LED right here. And then inside, you know, I guess I can have room for the circuitry. And maybe what it will do is it will strobe. So it'll strobe when the light's out, and it will charge when, you know, when there's lights on. So during the daytime, it will charge up. During the nighttime, when it gets particularly dark, it will strobe at regular intervals so I can see it in the middle of a power failure. What else can I do? I mean, it's a doorknob, for crying out loud. Maybe on the other side of it, right, just for the sake of it, we can have, I mean, the other part's made of metal, right? So what if I have, well, you got metal. Metal's thermally conductive. What if there's like a fire on the other side of this door, and I don't know if there is a fire? I don't know if it's like, you know, if you're in an office and there's like a really, you've got a building fire going on, and you got the fire alarms going, and you can't hear the fire on the other side of the door. So maybe what we do is we put a temperature strip. So you can put a temperature strip on the other side, on you know, one side of this doorknob. And it turns red, you know, whenever there's a fire on the other side and it heats up. So that would not be a bad thing to have either. So it's got a strobe light, it's got a temperature strip. We've got solar panels, which is totally awesome. And that way you don't have to keep changing batteries. What else? That's pretty good for a doorknob, I'd say. So, you know, this is another thing, is that you can design your surroundings and figure out new things. You know, figure a way to take something that is sitting around and just make it more awesome and more practical and useful. And yeah, super doorknob!